We are planting my pumpkin patch, and this is an extension to my berry bed, which is 4 rows of blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and we just felt like we needed more space to grow more things, and we wanted to utilize this space that's just all grass in front of it. So we went ahead and made 4 more rows of beds that we can use for things that sprawl, like pumpkins or watermelons or melons. We could also use this patch for a big corn patch if we decide to rotate with corn one year, or do tons of beans or tons of carrots. So we're excited about having this additional space to do a mass planting of larger stuff. I've got a ton of different cucurbits, from watermelons to squashes and pumpkins, and I'm going to show you how we set up this bed and how I'm going to be sowing these seeds for a bountiful harvest, hopefully, to come. But before we do, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more health and homesteading content. Let's dig in. So this is the extension that we added on, and we did wood chips for the pathways, a shredded mulch for the beds, and basically for this area we did do a one-time till. Our neighbor has a tractor, the one that owns this cow farm here, and so we were able to just have him go back and forth 3 or 4 times to till this up. We have been very diligent about initial weeding, and we will have to continue weeding with time, but for now we've got it nicely mulched, soon to be planted. We'll let it be taken over with beneficial weeds like what we have in the berry guild, violets and strawberries and other really good things. This is our big patch of violets right now, which in bloom is just absolutely beautiful. But now we are getting ready to sow. So the first thing I'm going to sow in this one bed are some carrots, because we can never have enough carrots. And what I want to do is move back my mulch and give myself some space here. And this is really fresh soil. I'm going to just kind of even it out, remove some little weeds, just even it out just like this, remove any big clumps, because big clumps will prevent your carrots from growing. I'm going to make a light trench and take my carrot seeds, and I'm going to sprinkle them fairly generously along this line here. I like to overseed because you can always thin out, and seeds are usually the least expensive material that you're going to use in the garden. And then I'm just going to take some of this fluffy soil and I'm just going to scatter it right on top. See, carrot seeds want just about a 1/4 inch depth sown, so it's really not much. And that's it for the carrots. But this is what I call sowing in rows, where you're kind of sowing in a trench just like this. Now we're going to move on to sowing in clumps. These are terms totally coined by me, not official terms at all. But when we are not sowing in a row like this, we could be sowing things like pumpkin, watermelon, cantaloupe, that sort of thing. Sowing in a row like this would be for things that you would thin and can even eat the thinnings of, like carrots and lettuces, radishes, that sort of thing. Over here, I'm sowing pumpkins. And I'm paying attention to my spacing, even with all of these pumpkins, because different varieties are going to require different spacing. Both of these require 18 to 36 inches apart. So I'm going to start by coming in about 18 inches to make my first hole. And I'm going to start with this Long Island cheese squash. And for larger seeds like these, I'm going to do usually 2 to 3 seeds per hole. For smaller seeds, I will do maybe 3 to 4 per hole, like tomato seeds, for example. But I'm going in, it says here, a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. So I'm going in just like that. and then covering it up. I'm gonna leave this exposed with the mulch all around it, so that way I know where I've seeded, and also so that way as they sprout, they don't have anything blocking the seeds from actually germinating. And now I'm gonna continue and fill up this whole patch. Some other seeds that I'm gonna be sowing like this are gonna be some squashes, some cantaloupe, some watermelon, and I'm also gonna be sowing in clumps some sunflowers. I'm filming. Do you want to be in the video with me? So that is everything that we are direct sowing today. We've already got a lot going on in the garden. Our beans are sprouting, tomato plants are in, pepper plants are in. You can do this direct sow method with a lot. Things that are more temperature sensitive, like tomatoes and peppers, should be started indoors. But when it comes to any cucurbits or fast growing veggies, I'm always sowing them outdoors. I usually like to sow carrots and lettuces and radishes and beets outdoors too, because throughout the thinning process, you can harvest those microgreens or those baby carrots. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more health and homesteading content.